Hi! So we're doing a totally original thing that's never been done before on the internet and on YouTube in particular.
We are innovators.
Yes! We're doing predictions for SummerSlam 2018. The event of the summer, not the party of the summer anymore. It's an event.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, when the summer's almost over.
Yeah, right. The end of the summer, we're going to have our event. Totally not ripping off Cultaholic or What Culture or anything. So I have written down all of the, probably can't see, all the matches on my very nice on display notebook that I bought from Michelle Krieber at BronyCon, and you can buy at her website, KrieberBrown.com.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag could be sponsored. So, the first one, by the way, the pre-show starts at 5.
Yeah,
you are not going to see this. God, it is 2 hours of a pre-show, and what is probably going to be 4 hours of pay-per-view.
Yeah.
That is a little ridiculous.
Yeah, so I am likely going to miss the pre-show because my shift at work goes till 6:45. And if I run quickly, I could catch the bus, maybe get here in time for the show proper to start at 7.
So, we'll still do this,
yeah.
But you'll have to take my word for it. I'll be totally honest.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'll watch the pre-show.
I have no idea if this is the actual order. I copied Brian's prediction. So,
that's fine.
So, first one is Rusev and Lana versus Cien Almas and Selena Vega. Who do you got?
I want Rusev to win, and Lana, because I actually really like Lana too, but they don't book Rusev to win, and they're pushing Andrade Almas and Vega, so I'm predicting Almas.
I am gonna follow my heart and go with Rusev, because they have been pushing him lately.
Okay.
And it seems like they're really trying to do something with him, especially with the breakup with the Aiden English.
That's true.
I wouldn't be surprised if he cost them the match, but I am going to go with Rusev and Lana.
Okay.
Alright, the next one, Cedric Alexander versus Drew Gulak from the Cruiserweight division for the Cruiserweight title.
I don't even know who those guys are.
Yeah, flip a coin.
Yeah, no offense to the Cruiserweight division or 205 Live. I hear it's really good, it's not one I've had. I barely have time for Raw and SmackDown. I mean, I don't even know what's going on with NXT, so...
Yeah, so...
I'll go with the guy who has the title. I'll go with him to retain.
That is Alexander. Me too.
Yeah.
That might help us. Alright. This is still the pre-show. I think it's the last one. The B Team versus the Revival.
I think they're going to go with I think the Revival's going to take the titles.
I think I'm going to stay with the B Team. I think they're really trying to build them up.
I would like the B Team to win, because if nothing else, when the last pay-per-view, they were just so darn happy.
They were.
I think that got them over with me, but I feel like they want to push the Revival because they had the sort of feud with Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley. But I don't know if it's gonna matter because we watched the Hulu version of Raw, which means we almost never get to see tag team stuff anyway. Right? So I have no idea if they've been pushing the Revival or what. But I don't know. I just feel like they were mostly had the B Team to be a foil against the Deleter of Worlds, and now that has passed, so they're going to pass it to the Revival.
And Matt may be retiring. He's definitely taking a hiatus because his spine and pelvis might be fusing, or they are fusing. So so I'll have to write these down later. Who we picked? I think this is now the show proper. Finn Balor versus Baron Corbin. Big versus small. Like we were talking, we should have a fight because he's very tall and small, and that's what this
is where I just want to say, like, I'm not excited for this one, not because I don't think it could be a good match, but this is like we've seen this match twice already because they did it at the last pay-per-view and then they did it again during Raw, and now we're seeing it for a third time. But I don't know. I'm gonna go with Finn. I want Finn to win.
I think I'm going with Finn as well. I think they're going to let him win finally, and
then maybe stop with this feud because it's not a bad feud, but they've tried to carry it for 2 pay-per-views now.
It's not
like they can't really do anything with it more with it writing wise. I don't think.
Yeah, it works better than Big Cass and Daniel Bryan just because Corbin is kind of the jerk-ass authority figure.
Yeah.
And it's fun to see Finn just completely cut him off for the knees, which he'll probably do in the actual match. But, like, yeah, there's nothing else they can do with this. Like,
yeah, I mean, if you want to have them, like, trading barbs every so often throughout the fight, or Corbin, like, undercuts Kurt's authority and puts, constantly puts Finn against matches that he doesn't think he can win, like Finn versus Braun, or whatever they're going to do with another guy I'm sure we're going to talk about here in a bit.
Yeah,
but yeah, Finn's my pick.
Speaking of Braun, Strowman versus Owens with the Money in the Bank contract on the line.
I think it's going to be Braun.
Yeah, I think...
there's no... I mean, when I was thinking about this before recording, I was thinking maybe they might pull Swerve and have Kevin win it, but they got too much riding on the Monster in the Bank thing.
Yeah, they have T-shirts for that, so...
And I really, really... I mean, whether he cashes it in that night during Brock versus Roman or, somewhere down the line, I just... They're going to do something with Braun and the Universal title. I hope he eventually gets it, because he's more than earned a freaking title at this point. If you don't give him the Universal title, give him one of the smaller ones. But yeah, they just got too much money riding on Braun, as it were.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's going to be a fun match. I'm sure this is one where they're going to go like outside the box, like Kevin's going to try to trick him.
Oh yeah, I
this
guarantee.
Is definitely even if it's not like a good quality beat down 5-star match, I think they're going to get really creative with it.
Yeah, I think Kevin is going to pull all the stuff to get Braun to get disqualified or lose somehow, so he gets paid. But I think Braun's retaining. Yeah. All right, let's see. U.S. title match: Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jeff Hardy.
What I think is going to happen is Randy Orton is going to get himself involved somehow.
I think so, too.
But either way, I think I don't think Jeff is going to win, because is he injured or not, but I think Randy Orton's going to show up, and either Shinsuke is going to retain or Randy's going to somehow walk out with a title. I don't think Jeff's going to get it back.
I think Shinsuke is going to win. I think he's going to retain. It's too early to take it off. And yeah, both Hardys are hurt.
Yeah.
And rightfully, if you look at go back and watch what they've done, it's amazing they got this far.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to be where Jeff's going to go off TV for a while.
Yeah.
Because that's why we thought the one match was so friggin' short.
Yeah.
Where Nakamura got the title because he's injured, and then he kept being on TV.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think Shinsuke's still gonna win.
Yeah. So
he's gonna retain. All right. Intercontinental title: Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins, with the added stipulation of Drew McIntyre in Ziggler's corner, and now the returning.
Yeah.
What's his name? Dean Ambrose in Seth's corner. It's been a long day.
So I think Seth is going to win the title, and I think what they're going to do is Dean's going to keep Drew at bay. We might even get like a decent bout between the two at some point, either outside the ring or they're going to throw themselves on the ring.
Oh, yeah.
But I think Seth is going to win, and then we're going to get a Dean heel turn. Because Dean looks like he eats babies.
Yes! He was very terrifying. He went from, the wacky crazy guy to, I murder children.
Yeah, he, lurched out there like Frankenstein's monster.
I did not recognize him from the picture I saw on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like I said, I thought some NXT guy oh shit, that's Dean. Damn.
So, yeah, but, I'm my money, metaphorical money is on... Seth's going to win the title at the end of the night. Dean's going to turn heel, but he's not going to get the title. Because I don't think that's how it works. Right. I'm still new at this.
Yeah. I think Ziggler is going to retain the title because Dean is going to turn on Seth and cost him the match. And it's either going to set up a feud between Seth and Dean, or maybe Dean, Ziggler, and McIntyre will be some kind of new stable.
That would be interesting.
That would be interesting. But if not, I think Dolph will go off and do something else, and there'll definitely be a Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose feud. And I think it's time for a heel Ambrose, especially with his terrifying look now.
Yeah.
Speaking of terrifying, SmackDown Tag Team titles, Bludgeon Brothers versus New Day.
This was really tough, because I think it's too early for the Bludgeon Brothers to lose the titles, but I also really want to see the New Day win. Like, my hope is, like, before the match starts, instead of, the usual 2-on-2 tag team match, like, the Bludgeons just gesture to the third one and do, like, this sort of thing. So we get, basically a handicap match. I just really want them to go all out with this one. I really, but,
Go with your heart. What's your heart tell you?
I gotta go with the power of positivity. I think the New Day are gonna get their titles back.
Alright, I'm gonna go with the Bludgeons to retain, because like I said, I think it's too early. And I think it is gonna be just a massive beatdown. I still would have liked to see the Bar fight them, but the New Day do play off the Bludgeon Brothers very well because of their two drastic, contrasting styles.
Yeah.
If the Bludgeons retain, I want them to be in a good feud and be done with the squash matches of local talent. Like they really haven't built this up that much because of that, and I don't care if they're squashing talent anymore.
Yeah, the squashing local talent is fun because they sell it because they really do freaking brutalize the local talent. It's not the usual squash matches where, the new guy, they're pulling 1-2 punch and it's done, and in the case of No Way Jose, they dance off. They straight up almost murder these people. So, I mean, the squash match is still entertaining, but it doesn't build momentum like they think it does.
It doesn't.
So, what I want is like, okay, even if I want the New Day to win, either way, I want them to set up a Sanity versus Bludgeon Brothers feud.
Oh, yes.
Just, set up, maybe, make it pay-per-views only, but, have one, where the ring collapses and stuff.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Sticking with SmackDown, Becky Lynch versus Carmella versus Charlotte Flair for the title.
Okay, what I want to happen and what I think is going to happen is I think Becky is going to win the title. I'm worried they're going to make Becky turn heel. And I really don't want that. If they're going to make anyone turn heel, it should be Charlotte, because she was a heel when I got into this, and she was great. But I think Becky deserves the title, and I think Becky is just too good as a face.
Yeah, I'm going with Becky as well. I think she's going to be his face. I think she is going to pin Carmella and definitively win.
Yeah.
I think what's going to happen is, after she wins, Charlotte and her are going to have their, their celebration. They're going to do their tea thing.
Yeah.
And then Charlotte turns heel on Becky.
Okay.
I feel that's what's going to happen. Because especially after SmackDown, where they did the thing and she, lowers the cup and kind of looks worried. That, to me, seems they're setting up a Charlotte heel turn. Yeah. And I think it's going to be after Becky wins.
Okay. But yeah, in my mind, I think Becky's earned the title at this point.
She definitely... And that's definitely the story they're building to.
Yeah.
If they don't, I'm going to be really mad.
Just at some point, and I want Becky to have the title. I want Becky to have a Wyatt, at least for a few months, maybe a year, but then... WWE, damn it, you give Asuka a freaking title.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, speaking of people in titles and women's titles, Raw Women's title, Alexa Bliss versus Ronda Rousey.
Don't get me wrong, I think this is going to be match of the night territory, because Alexa Bliss is great, and Rousey is really impressive. I've never watched MMA, but Rousey has just really impressed me in, what matches we've seen her in. But I think it's going to be Alexa Bliss beatdown. I think it's going to be glorious, to borrow another wrestler's theme. I'm looking forward to this one.
I actually think Bliss is going to retain. I think it's going to be underhanded.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be disqualification. I think so. Ronda won't technically lose because they can't let her lose now.
Yeah.
But I think it's too early for her to get the title. So I think somehow either Alicia Fox or maybe Mickie James will come back. I think that's going to happen. So Ronda won't technically lose, but Bliss will retain the title.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that, but either way, it's going to be a hell of a fight.
Speaking of fights, Daniel Bryan versus The Miz.
Oh.
They have been building this for 8 years.
Yeah.
I go with Daniel Bryan because I feel he needs to win, but I've heard talk that The Miz will win this one, and then they can continue the feud on until later, maybe go to WrestleMania. But even Daniel Bryan himself says, do you really put faith in WWE Creative to go out that long?
Yeah.
But I'm going to hold to Bryan.
Yeah, I'm gonna say The Miz, just because he's gonna pull something underhanded and be just at his absolute Miziest. But again, this is going to be match of the night territory. I love The Miz as a performer. I love him as a heel. I love him in the ring, and Daniel Bryan was general manager of SmackDown when I got into this, but I saw the one where he made a speech and he came back and he told Sammy and Kevin they were fired, and like immediately when he started kicking the crap out of the two, it was like, okay, I'm in.
Oh yeah.
So
that was great to see.
It's going to be great
because he was around when I was in the last, and he was amazing to watch. And it's great that he came back. He needs a big win.
Yeah.
I think he's going to get it.
Yeah.
All right. WWE title match: AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe.
I am gonna go with Samoa Joe because AJ's had the title for almost a year, and I mean I like AJ a lot, but it's getting kind of boring that he's always winning. He's always retaining his title. And what I'm really hoping that WWE does, I don't know if I have enough faith in them to do this, but I really want them to do Samoa Joe as Brock Lesnar done right.
Yeah.
Because they do a good job of building him up as, the Samoan assassin, and he is a force to be reckoned with. He is a force to be feared.
He's very terrifying with his promos.
He needs to not only win it, he needs to retain it for like at least a year.
Yeah.
Like every pay-per-view, make it a slobber knocker, make it great, make it a lot of close calls, but just make it so he's always rubbing the fact that he still has the title in someone's face.
Yeah, I'm going with Joe as well for the same reason. Like AJ's been a great champion, but it's time for him to
I mean, all the videos I've seen talking about how AJ is like probably the best wrestler in the business right now. I do not disagree with it. He's not the most compelling personality-wise, and it's like, okay, yeah, AJ wins. It's dull.
I think
make him try to get the title back.
Yeah, him chasing the title would be more interesting at this point.
Yeah.
Especially if they make it where he can only do his rematch once.
Yeah.
And that's it. And then he let someone else, Joe, fight someone else. And we just need a good heel champion who's there.
Yeah, who's there?
Who's there all the time.
Yeah.
Which leads into what is the last in this list. I don't know if they're going to do this the last night.
I hope it's not the main event.
Yeah, learn your lesson. Switch those two around. But Brock Lesnar, the Beast incarnate versus the Big Dog, Roman Reigns, for the 5th or 6th time.
Actually, this is where I was like, I don't know if I care enough to make a pick.
Yeah, I'm going to pick Roman.
Yeah.
For a couple reasons. As much as I go with the crowd, I kind of crap on the guy. I feel a little bad for him at this point. Just let him have the title. It'll at least be there on TV. But also, from a narrative perspective, he needs to win.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, what does that say on how the WWE reflects their own product and us? Because the story has been Brock doesn't give a shit about the title, the fans, the show, and you want him to still have the title after all of that. What does that say how they view themselves and everyone there?
Yeah, I mean, I when you say it like that, I think I have to go with Roman, and if nothing else, that'll be something different.
Yeah.
I mean, you could still have Brock Lesnar be there, you could have him do his rematch, he could still be a threat, a force to be reckoned with, but... So yeah, I do call for Roman to win it, but, going back to what we were talking about with Braun, I don't want him to wait until the winner is decided. I mean, I don't... Granted, I've only personally seen that cliche once, but I've been around. I've just heard enough to know it's a cliche. Braun deserves better, and it would make the match more interesting. I'd be more invested if before the bell rang, Braun cashes it in and makes it a triple threat. And you can still have Roman win. I'll be fine with that. But just, again, I don't care. And my first Brock versus Roman thing was this most recent one. That's the first time I saw them fight. And I was the one guy saying, well, maybe, because they're both talented performers, maybe the match will at least be entertaining. And we talked through it.
Yeah.
We didn't pay any attention.
No, we did not.
So they need to do something to get me personally interested in the feud. Because nothing against either performer. Because, I'm Roman neutral. I rag on him sometimes like everybody else because I'm tired of WWE saying, hey, you love this guy. I was like, no, I don't.
Oh, he's great!
I don't, but... Yeah, just give us something different.
Yeah. I want Roman to win.
Yeah.
And I want Braun to come out, but
Yeah.
not cash in. I just want him to be up on the ramp and just pat the briefcase.
Yeah.
I want it to be like he is the shark from Jaws, although I guess it'd be technically Jaws for the Revenge, where Roman is the champion, and every so often Braun just comes out.
Yeah.
He doesn't cash in yet, and he makes Roman paranoid.
Yeah, he
now,
like, maybe paces around the ring, or you just see him at the ramp on a chair.
Yeah,
because that's a thing I've seen a couple
could be
times.
fun.
That could be menacing.
Now, the way I think Roman's going to win is I still think Paul is going to turn on Brock.
Yeah.
I think what happened Monday.
Yeah.
I'm not going to it's a double cross. I think when Heyman was shook and terrified and did the unless thing, and then went and talked to Roman. And then realized, Brock can still see me, so he sprays Roman in the eyes, and he's like, oh, it's been a swerve this whole time. They've been in cahoots. But if you look at his face, he's still a little concerned.
Yeah.
So I think he was waiting for his moment, and he's going to turn on Brock to help Roman win. But Roman's still not going to want his help.
Yeah.
I think it would be really interesting if in the following Raws, Roman comes out, and then you're, ladies and gentlemen, and Paul comes down.
Yeah.
And especially if Roman's trying to kind of promo when he does that. Because the one thing I'll give Roman credit for, he's really good at that kind of oh, this guy face.
Yeah.
And I could just see that being a thing for a while.
Yeah.
Heyman's going to be his unofficial advocate.
Yeah.
And I think that could be a fun thing to do.
Okay,
So,
yeah.
I could be wrong.
They just have to do something more than what they've been doing.
Yes.
They don't have to put in a lot of effort. They got to put in some effort.
Yes. So, those are our picks. And again, I'm going to go write these down so we remember.
Yeah.
But for whoever loses, the punishment is pickle ice. Should have been called pickle sickles, by the way. But these are like the fruit pops, freezer pops, what they're called.
Yeah.
You had as a kid. They're still around. But it's a frozen ice-flavored pickle thing. And I've been waiting to open these because I don't know if they're different flavors or they're just one. I don't think it says refresh, rehydrate.
It just says pickle flavored.
Yeah, it's just. I don't know if it's going to be dill pickle. I don't know if it's going to be bread and butter, but it's 0 calories. It's good. The loser will have to eat one of these on camera, and I'm assuming we'll put it on whatever channel it is. So we'll go dump.
I mean, I'm going to be like the weirdo who says if these are dill flavored, that's not going to be much of a punishment for me. I dill pickle to the point I occasionally sometimes drink the juice. So
That's good, because I think that's all this is.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to open it. It does have a little tear there,
Yeah.
but
if it's sweet pickles or bread and butter pickles or any other pickles besides dill, you folks are going to get a reaction.
just I could probably
Incidentally, I am pretty sure I'm going to lose because if nothing else, when I was watching, was it the Royal Rumble?
Yeah.
Every time I said, okay, my pick's this person or my pick's this, that person was immediately eliminated.
Yeah.
Dolph Ziggler came back and said, well, obviously Dolph's
5
going to win because they're
seconds.
not going to bring him back just to kick him. Oh, he's gone already.
Yeah, they did. Jeez.
So, yeah, and then every few other pay-per-views, I would say, this is obviously going to happen, and then I was immediately proven wrong. So that led to a big thing because during WrestleMania we were both like, oh, Charlotte, you're not going to make Asuka submit,
No.
and
then she submitted. What the fuck? What?
Yeah, we were the Undertaker guy.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Although nothing beats Extreme Rules, Shinsuke and Jeff the first time.
Oh yeah.
When Nick was here, he's like, I took a drink. What happened? He's like, it was done.
Yeah.
Done. Over. So.
But yeah.
Yeah. Those are our picks. Those are our predictions. Those will be our punishment. And I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
See you guys.
See you guys later.